Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Well, today is your lucky day. What do you see on your screen here? You've seen this video countless times about some guy that gets locked out of his laptop, and he pretty much put in a CD, and he's back in his desktop doing his work. Well, the case being is that this video, I've seen it countless times, and it was by some dude, I don't know who it is, but he made about 20 accounts showing the same video, which is a waste of my time, a waste of your time, which is, in other words, ridiculous. Why would you put up the same video when 20 of the same or different accounts make a lot of emails for whatever reason? To me, this type of advertising, mass advertising, is a waste of profit. Basically, they're not going to get any traffic by doing this. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that I got a solution for all of those people that have locked themselves out of their laptops, desktops, doesn't matter. As long as it's a Windows operating system, you're all set. This works for Windows 7, Windows Vista, XP, NT, 2000, etc. Now, what this disk does is that pretty much what you're seeing in the video is just an example. What I'm going to do is use VirtualBox, which is a virtual host for me to use my operating systems. I'm going to use Vista, Home Basic. I'm going to use Windows 7 Starter and Windows XP 64-bit. And I already put passwords on them. And I do not know what they are because I forgot them yesterday night. Anyway, the point I'm making is that they're temporary, so I don't really care if I forgot the password. But we're going to use this disk in order for you to unlock the password and basically for you to get back to your work. This is for educational purposes only. It is not meant to break into your workplace, your uncles, your grandpas, your cousins, your friends' computer. So in other words, I do not advise you to use this if you're going to use it for personal benefit. I will only recommend you using this just in case for the people that got themselves locked out. Now, the disk that I have is not Password Resetter, which is the company name, Password Resetter. No, that's not what it's called. It's called something else. But for pretty much copyright reasons, I'm going to blur out the image of what the name of the company is. And like I said, we're going to continue on and making the video, and you'll see the example and the results. Okay, so my first test will be Windows XP 64-bit. And as you can see, the login screen says administrator. So I want you guys to keep that in mind when I use the login resetter. Okay. Now I'm going to type in the password. I already know the password. I was just kidding about what I said earlier, not knowing what it is. I do remember it. Like I said, I'm going to type in the password. Doesn't matter what it is. As you can see, it doesn't let me in. Try it again another time. Just one more just to make sure. Okay, this is the third try, and so far no luck. Now we're going to put in the disk, and I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Make sure you pay close attention. We still got test number 2 and test number 3. Okay, now we're back. This is test 1, and as you can see, this is how it's going to look like once the program has booted onto your system. Now, we see here that there is only one path available. So what we're going to do, it says please enter your selection. We're going to press 1 on your keyboard. I know it's going to be slower on the virtual drive, but it's much faster on a tower. So just give me some time. That way you guys don't get frustrated while you're watching this. Okay, as you can see, it says here, select a username and please enter your selection. It says, please select the account to reset the password for. So we're going to select pretty much administrator. Now where it says reset administrator password, yes or no, we're going to put yes. Now you see that we are now finally logged in. So this will be the end of test 1. Let's go to test 2. Alright, this would be test 2. As you can see, this is actually labeled as test 2 on the login screen and as a username. So you'll know that obviously when we boot the disk again, we're going to search for test 2 instead of administrator for test 1. So I'm gonna type in the password. As you can see, I'm locked out of this one too. Second try, still no work. One more, still useless. So now we're gonna boot the disk and see what results we get. Hopefully the same thing as test number 1. Okay, this is gonna be similar to test 1. So like we said before, there's only one path, so we're gonna press 1. Okay, so next step would be, please select your pre-select the account you choose to reset the password. Okay, so we're gonna choose test 2, which would be pressing the number 3. Okay, so now it says here reset test to password. We're gonna press Y. Okay, now that we press Y, it says the password has been reset. Reset any other passwords for any other accounts. No. Now it says that the computer will restart and pretty much show us to see if we got a result. Okay, it seems that this one has been unlocked too. So now you can see for yourself that this disk will work. The last test would be to do the Vista Home Basic. But let's just wait to see if it goes to the desktop real quick, just to make sure. Alright, there we are. So let's go try test number 3, which will be the final test. This will be the last and final test. Same method. No go. One more try. Doesn't work. So let's boot the disk and see what happens. As you can see, it doesn't look any much different. You're always going to see this every time you do it. I'm only showing you the 3 tests, and that's why I'm pretty much doing this. Just before I go any further, when you boot the disk, it's going to look as if you're installing Windows XP. Then it will get to this black screen with the red letters and the yellow letters. So don't worry about it. Okay, let's begin. Same thing. We're gonna press 1 for the path. Okay, so now we're gonna do the reset of account test 3. So we're gonna press 3. So just in case, let's say for example, you are an administrator or a guest or whichever username that you use, that's the number you're gonna press. So we're gonna press 3 for test 3. After that, we're going to select pretty much the reset part. So we're gonna click yes for reset test 3 password. Now it says here reset password for another account. We're gonna click no. Not click, we're gonna press no. So now we're gonna restart and see the last result. As you can see, I'm about to log in to the last and final test, which is test number 3, Windows Vista Home Basic. I told you guys this would work, and I hope it works for you. I will leave a link to the ISO in the description, and also download Ultra ISO, and this is about it. If you guys have any questions, make sure to leave any comments below. Make sure to subscribe, and if you have any personal questions, make sure you private message me. This is a disc for you to reset your passwords from XP, Vista, and Windows 7. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and that's about it. Alright then guys, peace out.